Have you ever heard of a fear of long words? Well, get this, the name for this phobia is one of the longest, most intimidating words in the dictionary. It's called hippopotomonstic. Talk about ironic, right? It's almost like a little joke built into the language itself. Let's dive into what this tongue twister of a phobia is all about. So, what exactly is hippopotomonstic? It's the intense, often overwhelming fear or anxiety that gets triggered by long or complicated words. For someone with this phobia, simply hearing, reading, or even thinking about a lengthy word can lead to genuine stress, a racing heart, sweating, and a feeling of panic. It's not just about disliking big words. It's a real psychological response that can be incredibly distressing. Imagine feeling a wave of dread just by looking at a page in a textbook. Where does a fear like this even come from? More often than not, its roots are planted in our past, usually during our school years. Picture this: a child is asked to read aloud in class. They stumble over a long, difficult word, and the other kids laugh. That moment of public embarrassment and shame can stick with them. If experiences like that happen repeatedly, the brain starts to associate long words with humiliation and anxiety. Over time, this conditioning evolves from a simple dislike into a full-blown phobia, causing them to avoid long words at all costs to protect themselves from that feeling of failure. The impact of this phobia can be surprisingly far-reaching. It's not just about skipping over a few tricky words in a book. People with hippopotomonstic might avoid reading altogether, especially academic articles, technical manuals, or classic literature. This can seriously limit their educational path and career choices. Think about jobs in law, medicine, or science fields filled with specialized, complex terminology. They might also shy away from public speaking or even engaging in deep conversations, fearing they'll encounter a word they can't handle. This avoidance can chip away at their self-confidence and hold them back from reaching their full potential. But the good news is, like many phobias, this one is treatable. Therapists often use exposure therapy, where they create a safe, supportive environment to gently reintroduce longer words. It starts small, maybe with just a few syllables, and gradually builds up. They might also use cognitive behavioral therapy, or CBT, to help the person identify and challenge the negative thoughts and beliefs tied to those words. The goal is to reframe the experience, breaking the connection between long words and fear. With patience and practice, they can build new, positive associations and regain their confidence in reading and speaking. So, hippopotomonstic is a fascinating example of how our minds can turn something as fundamental as language into a source of fear. And yes, the supreme irony of its name is a perfect, if slightly cruel, illustration of the very thing it describes. It's a powerful reminder that our experiences shape our perceptions in profound ways. Thank you so much for joining me to explore this incredibly long-named phobia. If you found this interesting, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell so you don't miss our next video. See you next time.